Okay, welcome back to more Let's Play Earthworm Jim. In the last one, we got super duper stuck on that that stupid snot level with the snot dude. Does that guy have a name? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure that he actually is in the second one. In the other episode, I said I wasn't sure. I think he's the one that you have to ferry the explosive hot air balloon over to him, I think, and you like bump it into him, and then he blows up, and then you win, I think. Yeah, I realized that video was, how long was that video? It was like 18 minutes or something like that. I don't know. I thought about going back and like cutting it, like part of it out, like cutting it short, but basically what it was, like when I reviewed the footage, that part where the hit detection was wonky, and I showed it like slowed down so you could see how bad the hit detection was. Basically, if I would have wanted to cut out the video, I would have had to like re-edit that part. Since I didn't save the, I only had the raw footage saved. My point, the reason I said that, okay, can I please get ahead of this guy? Oh, I forgot to use my, the electrical thing. I haven't really been using that. Oh, damn it. I could have maybe beaten him if I would have used that. Maybe if I would have bumped him, it would have knocked him back a little bit. All right, it's fine. We'll just fight him like last time. Hopefully he's not, like, getting harder since now we're further into the game. But I went back and I watched the entire video again, and I decided not to. In addition to not wanting to re-edit that one part. I don't know. It's kind of like I've watched. I'm trying to think of how to say it. Like when I just like when I decide to cut stuff out, like if I get to a point where it's like ridiculous, then I'll cut it out. But I felt like I was still making commentary, and I ultimately decided against it. I don't know. I kind of, oh yeah, I found a code that lets you put get continues. So we're gonna continue. What I'm getting at is that, like I watch Let's Plays every day, and before I started Let's Playing, I watched Let's Plays every day, and to the point where I wasn't even really gaming that much because I was so obsessed with watching Let's Plays. The Let's Plays that I would watch, like I've watched episodes where someone just like dies over and over again, and I'm still entertained by it. So I guess what I'm kind of getting at is that like I just got off a Skype call with a gentleman. It was I paid for a life coach session, and the topic of the YouTube channel came up, and he watched a few of my videos, and gave some feedback, which I appreciate. Oh damn it! Oh man, look how slow that shit regenerates. This is gonna be like impossible with like no ammo. Can I whip him to stun him? Oh man, how the hell am I gonna do this? But he had made, I mean, he gave feedback, which I really do appreciate it. But he basically was just talking about some things that I could do to improve, and one of them was what the hell is this level? Level 5? I don't remember this level at all. Okay, I can grab that. Oh geez, what was that? But I guess what I'm getting at is that I feel like the amount of Let's Plays that I've watched, I feel like I understand Let's Playing more than he does. But then again, he understands YouTube better than I do. So the feedback that he gave me, I'm actually not sure if it, I mean, yeah, I don't know how to say it and play this at the same time. Oh jeez. But I don't know, it just, he was like making suggestions like to give like more direction like with my channel and stuff. Oops. But at the same time, I'm sitting here going like, well, the reason I make these videos the way I do is because that's like the only thing I really know how to do. Like that's the only thing that I'd be good at. You know, like I've watched episodes where somebody just fails over and over again, and as long as they keep talking and making commentary, I'm still entertained by it. But just because but just because I would be entertained by it, that doesn't necessarily mean that that an average viewer would be entertained by it. So I guess what I'm getting at is that I've sort of become the Let's Player that I would like to watch, but I'm not really taking into account the kinds of like commentary or whatever that other people would want to watch. But then again, it's like, well, I can only be myself, and you know, I think at one point he said to like use more humor. It's like, well, I can't spontaneously generate humor. You know, everything's like in the moment, and sometimes stuff is accidentally funny. And I mean, I'm not. I mean, I said this in the other episode. I'm not really like a haha funny like Let's Player. Like I don't like this is not like scripted. And he actually suggested like getting some like doing research on the game so I could like talk about the game itself. And it's like that could be a style, but I don't know. I'm just not like motivated to like, I don't want to say that. Oh, I can stand on these. Okay. I guess, I mean, we actually didn't get on this topic for too long, but part of the reason I wanted the life coach session aspect of it is because I kind of pride myself on my ability to like express myself with words. And it's a little bit, I don't know, I don't think frustrating is the word, but I don't know why, but I can't, I had a hard time, you know, it's the same thing happened with, I went to a counselor last April actually, and I brought my concerns up with him and, you know, talked about my life and how I live my life and stuff, and he didn't think there was anything wrong. And then with this other gentleman that I just spoke to, what the hell am I supposed to do here, by the way? What the hell? Do I have to go back? You know, I told him that I'm a procrastinator, and he like sort of didn't believe me. He's like, dude, you put up like videos like every day. You've got like 1,500 videos. What do you mean? What do you mean you're a procrastinator? Oh, okay, it activated this. But I'm not like motivated to like do like anything other than like what I'm currently doing. I mean, in terms of like putting in more effort into the channel. I mean, I'm probably not supposed to say this, but in terms of like, I mean, improving like the thumbnail is something I could do relatively easily, and changing the title is something I could do easily. But in terms of like changing my commentary style, like making more of an attempt to be humorous, like, I don't know, man. I'm not like, I didn't go to comedy school, man. I'm not a professional like funny person. I mean, I've watched plenty of Let's Players that are not really funny, but I just still like watching them. And I guess I had a hard time convincing him that you don't have to be haha funny to get people to watch you. I mean, I guess maybe more people would watch you if you're more funny, but like, I don't have anyone like with me to like bounce ideas like off of. Like, it's easier to joke around when you've got another person to like joke around with. Like, how am I supposed to like be funny like by myself? Like, I don't really have any like friends that are like reliable that I could make videos with on a consistent basis. So I mean, I appreciate he's like trying to do his best to like help me, but like I honestly don't see myself doing anything other than what I'm currently doing. And that kind of goes into what I was saying. Oh, damn it. Kind of goes into what I was saying before about like I'm not motivated at all to do like anything. But then people look at my life and then they go, what do you mean? You're in a good place. You got, you know, like you got this going and this going. It's like, yeah, but I have to like kick my ass to like get myself to like do anything. I mean, not anything. I mean, if it's something I'm like obligated to do, then I don't have any problem doing it. Am I controlling this? I'm not entirely sure. But in terms of like changing my content, actually, there's a reason I make these kinds of just stream of consciousness videos. Because that's what I'm like good at, you know. I'm good at just talking off the cuff, you know. Yeah, I'm still not sure if I'm controlling this. Did I don't know if I actually did anything there. But I mean, I couldn't convince him that I'm a procrastinator, and I couldn't convince him, actually I don't think I brought the motivation thing up. But I mean, I've said this before, like I procrastinate things I want to do. And then when I told him that like I'll put off making a video for like 2 hours sometimes before I do it, he's like, well, it's not really procrastinating, you're just working yourself up to doing it. I'm like, yeah, but from the time I want to do it, I can't bring myself to do it. So like I want to do it, but I can't bring myself to do it right away. So there's that little part of me that's just like how can you call yourself like a strong man when you just, something as simple as sitting in front of a computer screen and pushing record is beyond, like, and doing it in a timely manner, that's like beyond what you're capable of doing. You know, and that's kind of something I wanted to like bring up with him. And I don't know, it was the same thing with that counselor dude. I couldn't convince him that there was like anything wrong with me. And I mean, I don't want to say that it's like wrong with me, but it's like, it's something that's holding me back that I want to improve on. But yeah, but according to both people, they said they don't see the issue. And I'm like, man, well, I see the issue. I feel it, man, every day. But I guess the silver lining is that even if I were able to convey it to them, they wouldn't be, I mean, not saying they're not good at helping people. They both do have good hearts, in my opinion, but I know myself well enough to know that the answer is that I just have to fucking do it. You know, there's no easy solution. There's no magic thing they could tell me. It's just a matter of I just have to do it. And I guess what it boils down to is like when it comes to like channel growth, it's like, well, I have to want it bad enough to put in the extra effort, but it's like, well, like I never really had a goal in mind when I started this channel, man. I just fell in love with Let's Plays and just wanted to do it myself, you know? Plus I knew that I had a knack of just talking out of thin air, like just making commentary out of midair. Or out of thin air or whatever. Actually, I was watching a stream of Grand Pooh Bear, and somebody like somebody said in the chat that he acknowledged, or he, what do you call it, responded to. The person basically was like, how do you make commentary when there's no chat? And I'm like, bitch, please. Like, it's like, I made like so many videos. Was I supposed to do this? I think maybe I was. So I don't know. To me, it was just, it kind of struck me as kind of funny how this person, and I reckon a lot of other people, they have a heart. They're just like, how can you just talk when there's like not a person to talk to? When you don't have, because it's kind of easy when you're streaming, because people will talk to you in the chat. Then all you have to do is respond to them. But when you're just making commentary off the top of your head, they're just like, how do you think of things to say or whatever? And I'm like, bitch, please, I've been doing this shit for years, man. But then that's kind of one of the things that he had mentioned. It's like when your commentary is just off the top of your head, it's kind of scattered and like all over the place. And then when your commentary really isn't focused, that might not be the best kind of video that someone would want to watch. And he does have a point, but on the other hand, what I was trying to communicate to him is that when it comes, like, Let's Playing is like a niche. And so, like, when I watch Let's Players, I don't mind watching, you know, there have been plenty of times where I'd watch, you know, there's Let's Players that I don't think are very haha funny, but I'm just entertained by them. You know, I'm attracted to them because of, like, their personality and their authenticity and stuff. But I'm not sure if that's what the average person looks for, you know. So it kind of boils down to what I said already, is that I've sort of, oh, I just have to actually touch it, okay. That I've sort of become the Let's Player that I would want to watch, but that's not necessarily the Let's Player that other people would want to watch. So it is possible that I'm kind of holding myself back by sticking with one commentary style, but then on the other hand, it's like, well, what else am I going to be able to do? Like that's where my talent lies. Like that's what my niche is or whatever. Like if I were to set a goal to try to be more funny, I would probably not be good at it. I'd probably have to go to like comedy school. Like I don't know, how do you just it's like what exactly like what do you mean? Just like be better. Just make your commentary better. Just be funnier. Like just have more humor. Like how do you do that? Like what do you do? I'm just talking to myself. Oh damn it, did I F that up? Was I not supposed to do that? I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing that making an entire video where you just... Oh man, that was actually a big boost. I thought that was only gonna give me like 20 back. Well, I'm gonna save that one in case I need it. In case I F it up and I have to go back again. So I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Sasami-chan? Like if I were to, I mean, I know we had this discussion, you know, on a similar topic or whatever. It was sort of along the same lines in terms of making commentary, but if, you know, this is what I do. So if it works out, it works out, but if it doesn't, I don't see myself being able to, I don't know. I don't want to say I can't change, but I feel like if it's not natural, organic commentary off the top of my head, I feel like it would lose that authenticity, which I sort of pride myself on. But then it's like, well, yeah, I don't know. It kind of doesn't help that I'm kind of a stoic. I lean kind of on the stoic side of commentary anyway. I mean, I've had my moments where I've gotten like upset or, you know, expressive with my emotions or whatever, but for the most part, it's just me just like talking in a plain tone of voice, you know. But I've watched, like I said, I've watched Let's Players where they do the same thing. And it's a feasible, you know, you can be a Let's Player and be just fine doing that. But the point that the gentleman that I spoke to was trying to make is that, you know, like, that's not what everybody wants, I guess. I don't know. I guess I just gotta find my audience. Yeah, I don't know. Why did I make it that time? Why did I miss it the last... How many times did I make that? I'm pretty sure... Did I just miss the hook? Yeah, I don't know. In all fairness, this level isn't that bad. This level has more health upgrades, or health bonuses or whatever. Is this gonna be the boss? Oh, jeez. Oh, come on, man. This looks like the thing in the last level or whatever of Sonic 3, where you hop in it and it twirls you around, then it zooms you through the pipe or whatever. But yeah, I mean, yeah. What do you think, Sasami-chan? I mean, I feel like I'm not, like I said, I'm not self. Oh, is this gonna be the villain, dude? I remember this guy. I totally forgot about him. But if I were to like change my commentary style, I feel like it would lose. I don't know. I've been doing it this way for so long. Like, this is where my talent, if you will. I mean, I don't know. Is my, like, I guess I never really thought about if my commentary is good or not. I mean, I just don't think about it. But, I mean, I mean, yeah, I don't know. He just made me, like, wonder about it. God damn it. Did I do all that on one life? Well, I'll get back to that point off camera. That way we can cut this. We can end this episode rather. So yeah, so I mean, I didn't mean to go on a rant that long about that one topic, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, on the one hand, I feel like I understand Let's Plays, like how it works and the psychology of it, and you like to connect with the Let's Player and whatnot, and you're, you know, like in that one episode, like I said, I've watched episodes where I just watch the person die over and over again. The reason I keep watching is because I'm emotionally invested in them, because I'm rooting for them. You know, I just watched Grand Pooh Hair do a 100 Mario challenge or whatever. And you ever watch someone do a 100 Mario Maker challenge on a stream? They're not cutting out all the deaths. If someone fails at a 100 Mario challenge, you have to watch them die 100 times. And the reason people watch is because they're getting invested. They're rooting for you. They want you to be able to do it, man. So you're on the same emotional roller coaster as them, where it's like, oh, I'm gonna do it. Oh, I failed. No. And then you finally do it, and then you kind of share in that win with them because you're experiencing it with them. But yeah, I don't like, in terms of changing the channel, I mean, he gave me a lot to think about, but realistically, this is, I feel like this is it. Like, in terms of like making my videos like scripted, probably the best I'd be able to do, a lot of times when I'm at work, I'll think of stuff to say, but then I never remember to say it. If I could like maybe write down some like bullet points of shit to talk about, that would be something I could do. But like in terms of like changing the commentary and stuff, the reason I made this kind of channel, the reason I made this kind of channel with this style of commentary or whatever, is because that's what I'm already good at. That's what I had a knack for. I mean, I could maybe develop something from the ground up or whatever, but it's like, I feel like if you have a knack for an instrument, you're better off playing that instrument because you already have a knack for it versus picking up an instrument that you don't have a knack for. I feel like strengthening your strength is kind of the way to go. But at the same time, if I do something different, that might actually bring in more viewers. But then again, I never really had a goal or a direction with this channel. I never had a goal to do this full time or, make a living off it. So yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it, but I don't know if I should change anything. I mean, I'm kind of probably breaking like the unwritten rules by even being so open about my channel, I guess. I mean, usually when people do it, they do like I'm gonna talk into the camera while I talk about my channel and not try to half-ass it while playing the game, But anyway, yeah, I'll go ahead and stop. Yeah, I know I went on for too long. So yeah, just let me know what you think in the comments, please. Especially if you watch Let's Plays, if you're like a fan of Let's Players. I've watched enough different kinds of Let's Players that I feel like I'm in the ranks of those kinds of people. Like, I feel like my commentary is, I feel like having organic flowing commentary is important. And that's what I look for when I watch Let's Plays. But then again, I'm just one person. I don't represent what every Let's Play, or I don't represent what every person who watches Let's Plays wants to see. But honestly, I don't think, I mean, I don't know. It is kind of a limiting belief to say, I don't think I could do anything different other than what I'm doing. But at the same time, it's realistically, for me to put like tons of effort or whatever into it is something that's, realistically, it's not going to happen. I mean, this is just a side hustle, or it's not it's just a side thing I do. I'm not making any money off this. It's just a thing I do for fun. So if people watch, they watch. If they don't, they don't. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I think I'm just going to keep doing it this way until I see a reason to change. Dude is probably right. If I made some changes, I could probably get more people to watch. But I don't know if that's what I'm aiming for. I'm aiming to just have fun with it. And I mean, I've been having fun with it up to this point. And I like watching people, I'm sub to small Let's Play channels that they're just doing the same thing that I am, They're just having fun with it, and I'm thoroughly entertained, even though they're not going out of their way to try to be funny and trying too hard to be funny. When it's forced, it's like super obvious, and it's not. It kind of comes off as a little bit cringy, I guess, to where it's like, just, I don't want to say cringy, but I'm like, I just want to be like, dude, just be yourself, man. Quit trying so hard, man. But then again, I'm just me, so I can't speak on behalf of everyone that watches. Anyway, I'll go ahead and end it here. I know I went on for way too long. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. Please don't forget to like this video, and yeah, let me know what you think. All right, thanks for watching, y'all, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.